Welcome back, everybody. Today we have a twofer up front anyway. So we're gonna make two vanilla bean meads. Now, I was at a brewery last weekend and they had a vanilla bean mead that I really liked. It was about a 6.75%, so I want to try and recreate that. So what we're gonna do is the two that you see in front of me both have 2 pounds of honey, then water to 1 gallon. Now the one on the left is using US05 yeast, and the one on the right is using the LBS D47 yeast. And as I can see, I don't know if you guys can, is the US05 yeast, it looks like it's more vigorous up front. I can see it's a thicker head on there versus the wine yeast. It's not as big and it hasn't clouded everything up. I'll put some pictures up, but we have a bigger head, or what was a bigger head, on the US05 versus the D47. So both of these came in about the same original gravity off the start. I think this one, the one using the wine yeast, I didn't put as much water. I didn't measure it. I just kind of got them close and filled them up. But 15 Brix is what I'm going with. This one, if you really looked at it, is probably 15.125 Brix, but close enough. We'll say 15, so that's about a 1062, 1063 starting gravity. I'm guessing that the wine yeast will attenuate more, so we'll get a drier mead than the US05, but I've never done an experiment like this, so I can't really tell. The other one that I used US05 yeast on was the cherry mead, and that turned out great. But I've also read some stuff and listened to some stuff online that your US05 does produce a sweeter flavor and more people like that than the drier. So we'll see how it goes. So this video is obviously on both of them. Going forward, I'll do each one individual, as I think they'll turn into their own. So for the vanilla beans, I'm going to let these sit for about 30 to 60 days. Then I'll transfer them into another carboy, and I will put 1 vanilla bean split, scraped, into each one. And then after another 30 to 60 days, I'll taste it. If I like the vanilla bean taste, I'll leave it. If not, I'll add another one. From what I'm seeing online, vanilla beans usually drop out of meads about 60 days. And that's when you know either to add more or take them out. So I've never used vanilla beans like this before, so I'm not sure. So we'll have to experiment and see what we find. But if you guys have made vanilla meads before, leave a comment down below. How'd you guys make it? What yeast did you guys use? What's your favorite yeast to use? Should I add more up front for the vanilla beans? Should I soak them in bourbon? Which I don't want to do, but I'm seeing people do that, then almost make your own extract, and that's what they put on there. But for right now, I'm going to cut the vanilla beans, put them in there straight. I don't think it'll get contaminated because of the high alcohol that I think they'll produce. So I'm not too worried about, soaking them in anything before I put them in there. But leave your comment. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, happy brewing.